Discipline Without Compromise. Summary of the book. Published by Audiobooks HUB. Introduction. The power of unshakable discipline. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear vision, knowing exactly what needs to be done, and actually doing it. No procrastination. No self-doubt. No excuses. Just pure, focused action that moves you closer to your goals every single day. Now, imagine the opposite. You set goals but never follow through. You start something with enthusiasm, but soon your motivation fades. You know what you should be doing, but distractions, bad habits, and lack of willpower pull you away. You feel frustrated, stuck, and wonder why success seems so hard to achieve. The difference between these two realities? Discipline. But not just any discipline. We're not talking about forcing yourself into a strict routine that makes you miserable. This book is about a kind of discipline that doesn't feel like a punishment. A discipline that works with your psychology, making success inevitable rather than exhausting. Why most people fail at discipline? People fail at discipline because they rely on willpower alone. Willpower is like a battery, it runs out. The more decisions you make throughout the day, the weaker your ability to resist temptation becomes. That's why most diets fail. That's why people struggle to stay consistent. The secret is to structure your life so that discipline becomes automatic. Successful people don't rely on willpower. They design environments, habits, and mindsets that make discipline effortless. What this book will teach you. This book is not about theoretical advice. It's about practical strategies that you can apply immediately to build unshakable self-discipline without feeling overwhelmed. Here's what you'll learn. The mindset shift that makes discipline feel natural. How to eliminate distractions and design an environment for success. How to create a personal discipline system that works for you. How to overcome laziness and procrastination with simple psychological tricks. How to stick to your goals even when you don't feel like it. Each chapter will break down one essential principle of discipline, give you actionable steps, and provide real-life examples of people who have mastered it. By the time you finish this book, discipline will no longer feel like something you have to force. It will become part of who you are. Are you ready to take control of your life? Then let's begin. Chapter 1. The truth about discipline. Discipline is often misunderstood. People associate it with punishment, restriction, and suffering. They believe it means giving up pleasure and forcing yourself to do things you hate. But this is the wrong way to look at it. True discipline is not about restriction. It's about freedom. What discipline really is. Discipline is the ability to make decisions today that will benefit you in the future. It's about choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. It's not about suffering, it's about making your life easier by eliminating chaos and uncertainty. Think about it. Who has more freedom? The person who sleeps in, eats junk food, wastes time on social media, and feels unmotivated? The person who wakes up early, exercises, works on their goals, and builds a future they are proud of? The first person may feel free in the moment, but in the long run, they are trapped. They are trapped by bad habits, low energy, financial struggles, and a lack of direction. The second person, through discipline, creates a life where they have control, opportunities, and success. Why motivation is a lie. Many people believe they need motivation to be disciplined. This is false. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, but on most days, you don't. If you rely on motivation, you will never be consistent. Disciplined people don't wait to feel like doing something. They do it whether they feel like it or not. That's the secret. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Practical exercise. The next time you don't feel like doing something important, tell yourself, I'll do it for just 5 minutes. Most of the time, you'll keep going once you start. Discipline as a muscle. Discipline works like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. If you never train it, it remains weak. The good news is that you can start small. You don't have to change everything at once. Small daily habits lead to massive results. Want to wake up earlier? Start by waking up just 10 minutes earlier each day. Want to read more? Start with just 1 page per day. Want to eat healthier? Replace just 1 meal per day with a better option. By making small, manageable changes, you build discipline effortlessly. The cost of indiscipline. If you don't develop discipline, life will discipline you. A lack of discipline leads to health problems. Eating poorly and skipping exercise leads to illness. Financial struggles. Spending recklessly leads to debt and stress. Wasted potential. Procrastination keeps you from achieving great things. Every action has a consequence. Discipline is about choosing your consequences wisely. Key takeaways. Discipline is not about restriction, it's about freedom. Motivation is unreliable, action leads to motivation. Discipline is a muscle that gets stronger with use. Indiscipline leads to long-term suffering. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build an environment that makes discipline effortless. Chapter 2. Designing an environment for discipline. Most people think discipline is about willpower, but that's a mistake. Your environment shapes your discipline more than anything else. If your surroundings are filled with distractions and temptations, staying focused will feel like a battle. But if your environment supports your goals, discipline becomes effortless. Why willpower always fails. Willpower is limited. The more decisions you make in a day, the weaker it gets. That's why successful people don't rely on willpower. They create an environment that makes the right decisions automatic. Example. Imagine 2 people trying to eat healthy. Person A keeps junk food in their kitchen. Every time they're hungry, they have to resist the temptation. Eventually, they give in. Person B removes all junk food from their home. When they're hungry, the only option is healthy food. They don't need willpower. Who has the advantage? Person B. They don't have to fight their environment. The same principle applies to every area of your life. How to design your environment for success. Remove temptations. Make bad habits difficult. If you want to stop wasting time on your phone, delete distracting apps. If you want to stop eating junk food, don't buy it. If something isn't easily accessible, you won't rely on willpower to resist it. Make good habits easy. The easier an action is, the more likely you are to do it. Want to read more? Keep a book next to your bed. Want to exercise in the morning? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle on your desk. Make the right choice the easiest choice. Control your digital environment. Most people are drowning in distractions, notifications, emails, social media. These things steal your attention and energy. Take control of your digital space. Turn off notifications. Only check messages at scheduled times. Use website blockers. Stop yourself from wasting time on social media. Declutter your home screen. The fewer distractions, the better. Change your social circle. Your environment isn't just physical, it includes the people around you. If you spend time with disciplined, motivated people, you'll naturally adopt their habits. If you surround yourself with lazy, unmotivated people, their mindset will rub off on you. Practical step. Identify one person who embodies the discipline you want. Spend more time around them or consume their content, books, podcasts, videos. The power of identity-based discipline. Your environment should not only make discipline easier, it should reinforce a new identity. If you see yourself as someone who always follows through, you'll behave that way. If you identify as someone who is always distracted, you'll stay stuck. To shift your identity, start telling yourself, I am the kind of person who always finishes what I start. I am someone who values consistency over perfection. I am a disciplined person. Your brain seeks to align your actions with your identity. Redefine yourself, and discipline will follow. Key takeaways. Willpower is limited. Design your environment to make discipline easy. Remove temptations and make good habits effortless. Control your digital space to eliminate distractions. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Build a new identity that aligns with the disciplined life you want. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to create powerful habits that make discipline automatic. Chapter 3. Building habits that make discipline automatic. Most people think discipline is about forcing yourself to do hard things. But the real secret? Discipline isn't about willpower, it's about habits. When something becomes a habit, it no longer requires effort. You just do it automatically. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you struggle with motivation to do it? No. It's a habit. Now imagine if going to the gym, working on your goals, or eating healthy was just as automatic. That's what we're going to build. Why habits are more powerful than motivation. Motivation is like a spark, it flares up but quickly burns out. Habits, on the other hand, are like a fire that keeps burning. Once a habit is formed, it takes less energy to maintain than to break. For example, when you first start waking up early, it's hard. But after a few weeks, your body naturally wakes up at the same time. The habit takes over. The habit loop, how habits are created. Every habit follows a simple formula. Cue. A trigger that starts the habit, Example, your alarm rings. Routine. The behavior itself. Example, you go for a run. Reward. A positive outcome that reinforces the habit. Example, you feel energized. If you want to build a habit, you need to control these 3 steps. How to build unshakable habits. Start ridiculously small. Most people fail at building habits because they try to do too much at once. They say, I'll start going to the gym for an hour every day. That's too big. Instead, make it so small that it's impossible to fail. Example. Instead of I'll do 50 push-ups, start with just 1. Instead of I'll meditate for 30 minutes, start with 1 deep breath. Once the habit is in place, you can increase it naturally. Anchor it to an existing habit. The easiest way to build a habit is to attach it to something you already do. Example. After I brush my teeth, I will do 1 push-up. After I drink my morning coffee, I will write for 5 minutes. After I wake up, I will drink a glass of water. This makes it automatic because you don't need to think about when to do it. Make it easy at first. If your habit is too difficult, your brain will resist. Make it as easy as possible. Want to go to the gym? Start by just putting under workout shoes. Want to read more? Start with 1 paragraph. It's better to succeed at something small than to fail at something big. Use immediate rewards. Habits stick when your brain associates them with pleasure. Since good habits often have delayed rewards, like weight loss from exercise, you need an immediate reward. Examples. Track your progress. Cross off days on a calendar. Use positive reinforcement. Say, I'm proud of myself after completing the habit. Pair it with something enjoyable. Listen to music while exercising. Remove barriers to good habits. Make good habits as easy as possible by preparing in advance. Example. Want to go for a morning run? Lay out your running clothes the night before. Want to eat healthier? Meal prep so healthy food is ready. The fewer steps between you and the habit, the more likely you'll do it. Make bad habits hard. Just as you should make good habits easy, make bad habits difficult. Example. Want to stop checking your phone in bed? Put it in another room. Want to stop eating junk food? Don't keep it in the house. If something is hard to do, you'll do it less. How long does it take to build a habit? There's a myth that habits take exactly 21 days to form. The truth? It depends on the habit. Some take a few weeks, others take months. The key is consistency. Even if you miss a day, never miss 2 in a row. Key takeaways. Habits are more powerful than motivation. Start with tiny habits that are impossible to fail. Attach new habits to existing routines. Reward yourself immediately after completing a habit. Make good habits easy and bad habits difficult. In the next chapter, we'll learn how to eliminate laziness and beat procrastination forever. Chapter 4. Eliminating laziness and beating procrastination forever. Laziness is not a personality trait, it's a habit. If you struggle with procrastination, it's not because you're lazy by nature. It's because your brain has learned to delay action. The good news? You can rewire your brain to take action immediately. In this chapter, we'll break down why procrastination happens and how to eliminate it from your life forever. Why do we procrastinate? Your brain is wired for two things. Avoiding pain. Your brain sees effort as discomfort and tries to avoid it. Seeking pleasure. It would rather scroll social media than work on difficult tasks. Procrastination happens when the brain chooses immediate comfort over long-term success. But you can trick your brain into doing what needs to be done. How to destroy laziness and take action instantly. The 2-minute rule: start before you feel ready. Most people wait to feel motivated before they take action. But motivation doesn't come first, action comes first. The solution? Start any task by doing it for just 2 minutes. Need to work out? Do just 1 push-up. Need to write? Write 1 sentence. Need to clean your room? Pick up 1 item. Once you start, your brain shifts gears, and you'll keep going naturally. Use the 5-second rule to stop overthinking. The longer you think about doing something, the less likely you are to do it. Your brain starts creating excuses. Solution: the moment you think, I should do this, count down, 5-4-3-2-1, go. Then take action before your brain has time to resist. This technique, popularized by Mel Robbins, forces you to override hesitation. Make tasks easier to start. People procrastinate because they see tasks as too big or difficult. The solution? Shrink the challenge. Examples. Instead of I have to write a full report, say, I just need to write the first sentence. Instead of I need to clean the whole house, say, I'll clean for 5 minutes. Instead of I have to study for hours, say, I'll read 1 page. By lowering resistance, you make it easier to begin, and once you start, you usually keep going. Create a no distraction zone. Distractions fuel procrastination. To stay focused, eliminate interruptions before you start. How to do this? Use airplane mode. Turn off notifications while working. Use website blockers. Block social media and distracting sites. Set a timer. Work for a set period with no distractions, x 25 minutes. When your environment supports focus, procrastination disappears. Trick your brain with the dopamine reward system. Your brain craves rewards. If a task feels boring or difficult, it resists. The key is to attach small rewards to productivity. Examples. Use a timer. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Gamify progress. Cross off tasks on a checklist for a sense of achievement. Give yourself a small reward. After completing a task, enjoy a coffee, a song, or a walk. By making work feel rewarding, you rewire your brain to enjoy discipline. Change your identity. Become the person who takes action. Your habits follow your identity. If you see yourself as someone who always procrastinates, you will act that way. But if you decide, I am the kind of person who takes action immediately, your behavior will start to change. Affirmations to repeat daily. I take action immediately without hesitation. I am someone who finishes what I start. I get things done, no matter what. The more you reinforce this identity, the easier discipline becomes. Key takeaways. Procrastination happens when your brain chooses short-term comfort over long-term success. Use the 2-minute rule to get started effortlessly. The 5-second rule stops overthinking and forces action. Shrink tasks to make them easier to start. Remove distractions before you begin. Reward productivity to make discipline enjoyable. Change your identity to become an action taker. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build unstoppable mental toughness. Chapter 5. Building unstoppable mental toughness. Mental toughness is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who quit at the first obstacle. It's not something you're born with, it's a skill you build. In this chapter, you'll learn how to develop an unshakable mindset so that nothing, failure, criticism, or setbacks can stop you. What is mental toughness? Mental toughness is your ability to keep going no matter how difficult things get. It's what makes athletes push through exhaustion, entrepreneurs persist after failure, and high achievers stay disciplined even when they don't feel like it. Without mental toughness, you quit when things get hard. With it, you become unstoppable. How to develop mental toughness. Embrace discomfort daily, the harder path is the right one. Your brain loves comfort. It wants to stay warm, safe, and avoid effort. But comfort kills growth. The rule? Every day, do something uncomfortable. Push yourself. Examples. Take cold showers. Builds resilience against discomfort. Work out when you don't feel like it. Strengthens self-discipline. Start difficult conversations. Increases confidence under pressure. Wake up early. Trains your mind to control your body. The more you train discomfort, the stronger your mental toughness becomes. Control your emotions. Master yourself under pressure. Weak people let emotions control them. Mentally tough people control their emotions. How to build this skill. Pause before reacting. Take a deep breath before responding to stress. Detach from emotions. See challenges logically, not emotionally. Stay calm under pressure. Remind yourself, I can handle anything. When you learn to stay in control, no situation can break you. Develop a no-matter-what mindset. Most people quit when things get hard. Mentally tough people push forward no matter what. Adopt this rule, I will finish what I start, no matter what. If you feel tired, do it anyway. If it takes longer than expected, keep going. If you fail, try again. When quitting is no longer an option, success becomes inevitable. Rewire your brain to see failure as growth. Weak minds fear failure. Strong minds see failure as feedback. How to change your perspective on failure. Instead of I failed, say I learned. Instead of I'm not good at this, say I'm getting better. Instead of I can't do this, say I haven't mastered it yet. The moment you stop fearing failure, you become unstoppable. Train your mind like an athlete. Athletes don't wake up strong. They train daily, even when they don't feel like it. Your mind is the same. Daily mental toughness workout. Do something hard every day. Push through discomfort instead of quitting. Stay calm under pressure. Refuse to make excuses. Keep going, no matter what. The more you train, the stronger your mind becomes. Key takeaways. Mental toughness is built through daily discomfort. Train yourself to stay calm under pressure. Develop a no-matter-what mindset, never quit. Reframe failure as growth, not defeat. Strengthen your mind like an athlete trains their body. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to master self-control and eliminate bad habits. Chapter 6. Mastering self-control and eliminating bad habits. Self-control is the ability to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's the foundation of discipline. If you can master self-control, you can achieve anything. In this chapter, we'll break down how to strengthen your willpower, resist temptations, and eliminate bad habits that sabotage your success. Why do we struggle with self-control? Your brain has two systems constantly fighting each other. The logical brain, prefrontal cortex plans, sets goals, and makes rational decisions. The emotional brain, limbic system, seeks pleasure, avoids discomfort, and chases instant gratification. When you lack self-control, it's because the emotional brain is winning the battle. The key is to strengthen the logical brain and weaken the emotional one. How to strengthen self-control and resist temptations. Use the 1-minute rule to delay temptation. Your cravings, junk food, social media, skipping workouts, are strongest in the first few minutes. But if you delay acting on them, they fade. The rule? When you feel an urge to do something unproductive, wait for 1 minute. Feel like scrolling your phone? Wait 1 minute before picking it up. Craving junk food? Wait 1 minute before eating it. Want to skip your workout? Wait 1 minute before deciding. Most of the time, the urge will pass, and you'll regain control. Remove the trigger that causes bad habits. Bad habits don't happen randomly. They are triggered by something. If you remove the trigger, the habit disappears. Examples. If you check your phone too much, keep it in another room while working. If you eat junk food at night, don't keep it in your house. If you waste time on social media, log out or delete the app. Make bad habits hard to do, and they will die naturally. Replace bad habits with good ones. You can't just quit a bad habit. You must replace it with a better one. Examples. Instead of scrolling social media, read 5 pages of a book. Instead of eating junk food, drink a glass of water. Instead of watching TV mindlessly, go for a short walk. Your brain still gets a reward, but now it's from something productive. The power of if-then statements. You can train your brain to make better decisions using if-then statements. Examples. If I feel tired, then I will drink water instead of coffee. If I want to skip my workout, then I will do just 5 minutes. If I feel distracted, then I will take 3 deep breaths and refocus. This method helps you respond automatically with discipline instead of giving into bad habits. Train willpower like a muscle. Willpower is like a muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. Daily willpower workout. Say no to small temptations daily. E.g., skip dessert, wake up early. Push through discomfort. E.g., finish a workout even when tired. Delay instant gratification. E.g., work first, reward yourself later. Each time you practice self-control, you make discipline easier for the future. Key takeaways. Self-control is a battle between the logical brain and the emotional brain. Use the 1-minute rule to delay temptations. Remove triggers that cause bad habits. Replace bad habits with better alternatives. Train self-control daily, like a muscle, to make discipline effortless. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to create unbreakable routines for long-term success. Chapter 7. Creating unbreakable routines for long-term success. Discipline is not about willpower, it's about systems. If you rely on motivation, you'll fail. If you build strong routines, success becomes automatic. In this chapter, you'll learn how to design routines that lock in discipline, eliminate distractions, and make progress effortless. Why routines are more powerful than motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired, other days you don't. But routines remove the need for motivation. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation, you just do it. Imagine if working out, staying focused, and eating healthy were that automatic. That's the power of routines. How to build an unbreakable routine. Anchor new habits to existing ones. The easiest way to build a new habit is to attach it to something you already do. Formula, after, existing habit, I will, new habit. Examples. After brushing my teeth, I will drink a glass of water. After making my coffee, I will write down my top 3 priorities. After coming home from work, I will do 10 push-ups. By linking new habits to old ones, they become part of your routine effortlessly. Make it so easy you can't fail. Most people fail because they try to do too much at once. Instead, start small. Examples. Instead of I will meditate for 20 minutes, start with 1 deep breath. Instead of I will work out for an hour, start with 5 minutes of stretching. Instead of I will read a book a week, start with 1 page a day. Once it's easy, you'll naturally do more. Use the 2-day rule to stay consistent. Missing a day is fine. But never miss 2 days in a row. Example. If you skip a workout on Monday, you must do it on Tuesday. If you don't read today, you must read tomorrow. This rule prevents small breaks from becoming bad habits. Design your environment for success. Your surroundings shape your behavior. If your environment supports your habits, discipline becomes easy. Examples. Want to read more? Keep a book next to your bed. Want to work out? Put your gym clothes where you can see them. Want to focus? Remove your phone from your desk. Make good habits easy to start and bad habits hard to do. Set a trigger to start your routine. A trigger is a specific action that signals it's time to start your routine. Examples. When my alarm rings, I get out of bed immediately. When I sit at my desk, I start my most important task. When I enter the gym, I begin my warm-up. This removes hesitation and makes discipline automatic. Key takeaways. Routines beat motivation, make success automatic. Anchor new habits to existing ones for easy consistency. Start small, make habits so easy you can't fail. Never miss 2 days in a row to stay on track. Shape your environment to make discipline effortless. In the next chapter, we'll dive into how to eliminate distractions and maximize focus. Chapter 8. Eliminating distractions and maximizing focus. Discipline isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. No matter how motivated you are, distractions will destroy your progress if you don't control them. In this chapter, you'll learn how to take back control of your attention, eliminate distractions, and develop laser-like focus. Why focus is the ultimate superpower. In a world of endless notifications, social media, and constant interruptions, the ability to focus is more valuable than ever. The most successful people aren't necessarily smarter or more talented, they just know how to focus on what matters. If you can focus deeply, you can achieve more in a few hours than most people do in a week. How to eliminate distractions and stay focused. Control your digital environment. Most distractions come from your phone, laptop, or social media. If you don't control your devices will control you. Solutions. Turn off notifications. Every notification steals your focus. Disable all but essential ones. Use website blockers. Apps like Freedom or Cold Turkey can block distracting websites. Work in full screen mode. A cluttered screen leads to a cluttered mind. Set specific focus times. Decide when you'll check emails and messages instead of reacting all day. Use the distraction journal technique. Every time you get distracted, write down what pulled your attention away. Example journal entry. Time, 10:30 a.m. Distraction, checked social media. Why? Bored while working on a hard task. Solution, put my phone in another room before deep work sessions. When you track distractions, patterns will emerge. Then you can fix them. Use the deep work ritual to get in the zone. To achieve deep focus, you need a pre-work ritual that tells your brain, it's time to concentrate. Example ritual. Put phone on airplane mode. Wear noise-canceling headphones. Set a timer for 60 minutes. Start working on the most important task. Repeat this enough times, and your brain will automatically enter focus mode. Work in time blocks, not long hours. Your brain can only focus for about 90 minutes before needing a break. Instead of working all day, use the Pomodoro technique or deep work blocks. The 52-17 rule. Work for 52 minutes without distractions. Take a 17-minute break to reset your focus. Repeat. This method prevents burnout and keeps your mind sharp. Remove physical distractions from your space. Your environment should help, not hurt, your focus. Clean workspace equals clear mind. Fix your space. Declutter your desk. Only keep what you need. Face away from doors/windows. Fewer distractions equals better focus. Use noise-canceling headphones. Block out distractions with instrumental music. Key takeaways. Focus is the ultimate superpower in a world full of distractions. Control your devices, disable notifications, and block distractions. Track your distractions in a journal to find and fix bad habits. Use a deep work ritual to signal your brain it's time to focus. Work in time blocks, not long hours, to maximize productivity. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to stay disciplined even when motivation disappears. Chapter 9. Staying disciplined when motivation disappears. Motivation is unreliable. Some days, you'll feel unstoppable. Other days, you won't even want to get out of bed. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. In this chapter, you'll learn how to keep going even when you don't feel like it. The myth of constant motivation. Most people believe successful people are always motivated. That's a lie. Athletes, CEOs, and high achievers don't succeed because they feel like working hard every day. They succeed because they work hard whether they feel like it or not. How to stay disciplined even when you don't feel like it. Use the 5-minute rule to beat resistance. When you don't feel like doing something, commit to just 5 minutes. Examples. Don't feel like working out? Stretch for 5 minutes. Can't focus on work? Write for 5 minutes. Too tired to read? Read 1 page. Once you start, momentum takes over. Most of the time, you'll keep going. Create no negotiation rules. Make non-negotiable commitments so you never debate whether to take action. Examples. I work out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, no excuses. I write 500 words every morning, no exceptions. I go to bed by 10 p.m. every night, no negotiations. When something is a rule, you do it automatically. Use identity-based discipline. Instead of focusing on what you need to do, focus on who you want to become. Example. Instead of I need to work out, say I am an athlete. Instead of I should write, say I am a writer. Instead of I should wake up early, say I am a disciplined person. When discipline becomes part of your identity, it's no longer a choice, it's just who you are. Remove the option to quit. If quitting is an option, you will take it when things get hard. Solutions. Make public commitments. Tell friends or family about your goal. Use accountability partners. Find someone who will push you to stay on track. Use financial penalties. Bet money that you'll follow through. Losing money is a strong motivator. Plan for bad days in advance. There will be days when you're tired, sick, or unmotivated. Plan ahead for them. Examples. Tired? Do a lighter version of your habit instead of skipping it. Sick? Focus on recovery habits like hydration and rest. Busy? Do the bare minimum so you don't lose momentum. Key takeaways. Motivation is unreliable. Discipline keeps you moving forward. Start with just 5 minutes to overcome resistance. Set no negotiation rules so you don't debate your habits. Change your identity. Act like the person you want to become. Plan for bad days so you never lose momentum. In the next chapter, we'll cover how to maintain discipline for life and never fall back into bad habits. Chapter 10. Making discipline a lifelong habit. Discipline is not a one-time decision, it's a lifestyle. Many people build discipline for a short time but then fall back into bad habits. The key to long-term success is making discipline automatic and effortless. In this final chapter, you'll learn how to make discipline permanent so you never lose momentum. Why people lose discipline over time. Most people lose discipline because they rely on motivation instead of systems. Burn out by pushing too hard too fast. Don't track progress and lose a sense of achievement. Get distracted and stop prioritizing their goals. The good news? You can avoid all of this. How to make discipline automatic and permanent. Build systems, not just willpower. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to work hard every day. It's about creating systems that make success inevitable. Example. Instead of relying on motivation to work out, schedule workouts like meetings. Instead of hoping to eat healthy, remove junk food from your home. Instead of forcing yourself to write daily, set a daily writing reminder. When you build systems, discipline becomes effortless. Use the never miss twice rule. Mistakes happen. You'll skip a workout. You'll eat junk food. You'll procrastinate. The key is to never let it happen twice in a row. Miss a workout? Work out the next day. Eat unhealthy? Make the next meal healthy. Procrastinate? Start fresh the next morning. One mistake won't ruin your progress. Quitting will. Track progress to stay motivated. If you don't track progress, you'll feel like you're going nowhere even when you're improving. How to track progress. Use a habit tracker. Check off daily habits. Keep a journal. Write down small wins. Set mini goals. Reward yourself for progress. Seeing progress keeps you motivated even when results feel slow. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Your environment shapes your habits. If you surround yourself with lazy people, you'll become lazy. Solution. Join groups where discipline is normal. Follow people who inspire you to stay consistent. Cut out negative influences that make discipline harder. Success is contagious, so is failure. Make discipline who you are. The ultimate goal is to stop thinking about discipline and just become a disciplined person. Instead of, I have to work out. Say, I am the type of person who never skips a workout. I need to focus. Say, I am someone who does deep work every day. I should be consistent. Say, I am a disciplined person. When discipline becomes part of your identity, it's no longer a struggle, it's just who you are. Key takeaways. Discipline is a lifestyle, not a temporary effort. Build systems that make success automatic. Follow the never miss twice rule to stay consistent. Track progress to stay motivated. Surround yourself with disciplined people to make discipline easier. Make discipline part of your identity so it becomes effortless. Final thoughts. Discipline is the foundation of success. No matter what your goals are, Discipline is the bridge between wanting and achieving. You don't need motivation. You just need to take action, even when you don't feel like it. Now, it's up to you. Will you stay the same, or will you become the most disciplined version of yourself?